watchers of this one. If this is a draw and that one's a draw, it will take a few different permutations to be figured out. Both sides here going for the win, and really a decisive result here will certainly frame the thinking of the teams later. They'll know what they need to do to participate in the later stages of this competition, with dreams of returning to this stadium for the final. So, after the minute cooling break, the cold towels removed, the water's drying as it's drenched over each player's hair, and as they make their way back onto the pitch to resume the game with 15 minutes left of the first half, the ball is at the feet of the Palmeiras players, just inside their own half, and it will be Murillo who will tick us back off again. Referee's just making sure everything is as it should be. He's holding on to the play, and I think is he waiting for one more player to come onto the pitch? It looks like there's a slight delay here, and play on. So Murillo plays it back to Gomez, who hits it outright to Guillaume, who dummies to pass it outright before diving inside, and then ultimately passing it outright to Vega. Vega, left-footed, shapes the big diagonal, instead plays it short. And now the ball back to Gomez. At the back for Palmeiras. Into Murillo, who's got plenty of room now to come forward. Right-footed, great pass through the lines. And Palmeiras now, left foot from the left. Deep cross to the back post, well defended by Ahly, who didn't know what was behind him, and for safety first plays it out behind for a corner kick. I'm not sure any Palmeiras players were going to get on the end of that, but as he was deep inside his 6-yard box, he did not take any chances and played it back, despite, as the replay shows, the goalkeeper screaming at him that he didn't have anyone there to defend against. So instead of the ball sailing harmlessly out of play, it will be a corner, this time off the attacking right. Vega, left-footed, plays it short and 20 yards back from goal. Finds itself to Guillaume, who right-footed now shapes across it, back post, looping, outswinging. First header is won by a Palmeiras man, but harmlessly over the bar. And that will be a goal kick to Ahly, which El Shenawi takes super quickly to try and find Trezeguet in behind the Brazilian back line. But it's well defended, and the loose ball, as it bounces backwards and forwards in midfield, is played forward by Ahly and goes out harmlessly for a throw-in. About 18 yards from the Palmeiras goal on the right-hand side, which Guillaume will take. He's looking for options up the line here. There isn't much, so he's just going to go long and hope they win the flick on, which they don't. And Atia now has the ball for Ahly. Plays it into Zizou, who spins his man, right-footed, now facing back towards his own goal in the centre circle, still holding the ball, and plays it out wide to the left-back, Atia Ahly. Left-footed, back inside to Atia, who plays it back to Ibrahim, who dummies to play back towards goal, plays it back into Atia, and Atia very calmly under pressure there, pops it into the feet of Ibrahim, who plays it forward now, and Ahly have the ball with Zizou in the centre circle, and they're working their way forward, 35 yards from goal on the right-hand side. Ahly keeping the ball, lots of space here. Big right-footed switch off the right towards Trezeguet on the left, but it's slightly over here, and that will go out of play, and that will be a throw-in deep inside the Palmeiras half. Trezeguet holds his hand up, acknowledging the ball was the right one, and that perhaps his starting position was just a little bit too infield. Had he kept the width, he would have brought that down and been in a one-on-one situation with the Palmeiras back line. So the throw-in taken by Guillaume, short, gets the ball back and plays it long upfield. Ibrahim defensively clears it with his head into the midfield. Ball breaks loose and Esteval has it, dips inside, but gets outnumbered and loses the ball. Trezeguet wins the loose ball back, plays it to Atia, but as he does, he's fouled, and that'll be a free kick right on the halfway line, given by Vega. Looks more like a clash of knees than an actual foul, as both players are trying to contest the loose ball. Trezeguet gets there first and wins the foul, and that's right on the halfway line. There's a definite tactic here of Palmeiras going long. There's been a couple of occasions where they've gone long, and Dari or Ibrahim haven't looked too comfortable under the high ball. There's been occasions when they could have just let it drop over their shoulder. They're in space, and they could have played it back calmly to their goalkeeper, but they seem intent on heading or clearing every long ball. Clearly worried about the pace of the Palmeiras forwards. If they let it bounce, they might be able to nip in and win it. But I would say on each occasion the balls have been hit with such venom that they should souse harmlessly through to the goalkeeper. So I wonder if that will change as the game goes on. As the free kick is now taken to Atia, who has dropped into that deep-lying third centre-back role when Ahly have the ball. Into Ibrahim, who plays it forward to Abu Ali, who bounces it into midfield, and now the ball's with Zizou. Loose touch from Zizou, and Palmeiras can win it back just inside their own half. And the ball safely played back to Weverton, as Palmeiras will look to build their own attack. Weatherton, right-footed, out to the right side as Palmeiras attack to Guille, who plays it infield and then receives the ball back from his midfielder. Back towards Gomez. Gomez, right-footed, long and deep, looking for Esteval, who is met by the on-rushing El Shinawi, who calmly plays it into the feet of Atia, who now plays it into the feet of Ben Romdan. Loose ball, well won there by Palmeiras, but high tackle, and the referee's reaching for his pocket here. Red card. It's a red card, and I'd have to see that again, but it was high, and it's a second high-looking one in the game, and Veiga, the veteran, he's off. He's gone. He's protesting his innocence here, but that was a loose touch by Ben Romdan, I think it was, and Veiga has flown into the challenge. It did look high, and he's still down now, waiting to see. The players are surrounding the man on the floor. I'm waiting to see which Ahly player it is that's down. But Rafael Veiga waved his finger, but on first look, it looked a shocker. And 10 men in this heat. Palmeiras. The referee obviously will check it, much as the protestation. But well, I don't know. You know, we've just seen the replay, and it's 1 foot. It's high. It catches the Ahly player on his foot, not the shin. And it wasn't a straight leg tackle from Veiga. So this could get downgraded. It's on the borderline. For me, it's a harsh red. The referee's going to the monitor. I wouldn't be surprised if this is revoked. At full speed, with both players sprinting to the loose ball, it looked bad. But as you slow it down, you see the replay. The leg from Veiga wasn't straight. It was bent leg, and it looked like he was angling his foot away from it. And I think the key here is the height. Veiga's, it's boot to boot, not boot to shin or anything above the ankle. So I think here, but he gets none of the ball. I mean, it's a tough one for the referee. He gets the ball with the trailing leg. So the front leg that makes contact with the Ahly player, it's Zizou, the player. He's got the ball one with his trailing leg, and the front leg is raised, but it's not a straight leg. It's not with force. I think this might get overturned as the referee makes his way back into the centre circle. He's been to the monitor. He's calling the captains over. He's beckoning away all the other players. He's motioned to the TV. They're going to announce their decision, so we wait for that now. And after review, he's still telling the players to go away here. The referee needs his minute. And as the referee is now explaining to the crowd his decision, the red card has been revoked. Yep, red card revoked, yellow card issued instead. And I think that's the right decision. I think had that leg been straight and had the angle been higher than the boot, I think we've got a different story. But as it was, Veiga had a bent leg. He did just about win the ball, albeit with the other foot. And I think ultimately the referee and the officials have come to the right decision there. So a free kick nonetheless to Ahly. And Veiga will have to be careful now. As we see another replay, it's as much a kick, it's as much Zizou reaching for the ball as it is Veiga initiating the contact. So the right decision there, but in my opinion, we stay 11 versus 11, which in the context of the game is a much, much better spectacle. And the free kick taken short by Ahly ventures harmlessly out of play. It will be a throw-in to Palmeiras deep inside their own half off the right-hand side. And a little bit of spice added to this game now. It's getting a little bit fractious out there. The heat won't help, no doubt. There's some hot heads out there through to the temperature, but that tackle would have stoked a few fires, and I think we're in for a really competitive last 55 minutes or so, as the throw-in's taken long by Palmeiras and the ball's won by Ahly. And Ben Romdan wins a free kick, and he receives a small shove there from the Palmeiras centre-half. Nothing in it at all, bit of gamesmanship. But both sets of players, they're up for this with 40 minutes gone. It's warming up nicely, and a free kick for Ahly, 35 yards from goal in the left channel, will be delivered shortly. Trezeguet standing over it, Zizou standing over it. It will be right-footed, it looks like. They did have a half chance from their first free kick, so it'll be interesting to see where they go from here. And they take it short. Zizou, right foot, passes it to Atia, who gives it back to Zizou, who's in acres of space off the left, 40 yards from goal, whips it in, flat, defensive head gets it first, and it goes out for a corner kick to Ahly. 41 minutes on the clock. Weatherton